Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker. So, this will be the intro that I'm using for it for a while, guys, just because I'm probably going to be playing this straight and probably won't have time to do intros and outros. So, I hope everybody here enjoys, and thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and start it right up. Alright, welcome back everybody. We're doing another round of Final Fantasy XIV. This time around, we're going to be doing the final day. Let's go ahead and start it right up. So for your guys' point of view, there's probably going to be a minor jump cut that's going to occur at some point. It's probably going to be this one. So what I'm going to be doing is something that I haven't done for a little bit, which is I'm going to have this be the part where I start. And I'm going to cut the content, or cut the recording, and just have this label just combine. Because what I have is I don't have a lot of space on my hard drive, and I don't know how long I'm going to be sitting here, so there's probably going to be a big portion of the video where I'm just going to cut a lot of it out. It's only going on for about 30 seconds, so I'm going to say this has only been on for a couple minutes. And what I'll do is I'll hurry up, get out of this, go to OBS, and then restart the recording, come back in, and get ready to start it. So, yeah, if you remember last episode, we got our friends out of here and sent them back to the ship. Alize's going to want to murder us when we next see her. We have to thank Grawha because his ass took a major hit at Limit Break 3. And more importantly, we have Xenos riding him now. So, see you guys when jump cut ends and we are finally into this freaking final trial. So, I'll see you then. Alright everybody, we're back into it. So let's go ahead and start it up. A new trial, this time without our friends. Pog, another duty finder. Another freaking canonical duty finder, Pog.
Will never reach the deliverance you seek.
Xenos will kick your ass, bitch. Let's do it, Xenos. Hey, look at that. I have it where we all say hello in chat. I like that.
Ends this day. There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Even stars must die.
Yeah, but you don't know Xenos like I do. I follow other players. I follow other players. I've learned it from the AI enough. Wait, was that Ifrit? Ruda. Oh no. I think I got hit by that. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I think I got a guy down that. Oh, thank the Lord I didn't get hit.
Your suffering is at an end. This is a kindness. No despair.
Oh, no. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
We have seen the end.
I'm not getting out of that. Damn. Accept.
The same end. Again and again.
I run over here. So it's pretty much wherever that planet goes, go on the opposite side. Yep, learned that one pretty quick. Hey, see if I go over here, I follow. Wow, I actually got launched in the right direction. That's actually a miracle performed in
A
itself.
sorrow so deep only emptiness remains.
Oh no. I see like a really far corner over here.
Tis so lonely between the stars.
Oh, that hurt. Could have been a lot worse. God damn it. Follow the jumpers, that's all I know.
We have seen the end.
And second phase kick in. I got hit. God damn it. I'm always getting hit by that damn thing. Follow team. Oh, I'm alive.
The same end. Again and again.
I'm out of that. Okay, I see a lot of people going to this side, so I'm just gonna kind of follow the group on this side. Which way? Absolutely insane.
If there is no happiness in life,
There we go.
there is only one place it may be found.
So we gotta kill this before the next thing kicks in. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of follow the group on this one again.
I'm not gonna lie, that one's kind of natural how I just ran, and I cannot believe I did. Good instincts. I go you. Alright, we should have this thing killed before that.
Oblivion.
10 seconds till Oblivion sealed. Just let me break 3 again.
Dynamis. No matter. You only delay the inevitable. This is fate. Your time has come. It always does.
Oh, was that Ifrit coming in? Lol.
What is this defiance?
Well, not no defiance.
No. The hatred, the pain, the loss. We cannot suffer it again.
Not suffering anything, we just got about to whoop that ass. Like Master Louise.
We will stand against fate.
No matter the cost.
We've been here before. Many a time.
Oh.
Thus do we know.
To never give up.
The hope will shine again.
Oh, I got hit by that pretty good.
What I saw.
Damn. These effects really do get you sometimes.
It can only end in misery and desolation. No light, no star, nor the universe itself.
Almost got her,
None
almost got
should
her.
hope for better.
Yes, somebody did it. Somebody did, and I was getting ready to do it. Has enough, there's another one. Yes.
If this was not the answer, then what is it? Where lies happiness?
As always, I give it to the mighty healer. Oh, I think buggy as hell. Oh, I got 2 player commendations. Thank you very much for everybody who did that to me. I thought I did bad. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, good thing I have a cat character. Xena's brother. Whew.
No matter where we flew, there was only darkness and loneliness and pain. We couldn't find the answers Hermes yearned for. The answers he deserved. Greetings, you who are my final encounter. I wish to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Be funny if you could just sit there and say hell no.
Yes, I can see them. The memories of a long, long journey. So many people. The thoughts of them overflowing in your heart. What they live for. What gives their lives meaning. There was never a single answer. You gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. Then start again. On and on it goes, until death takes you into its gentle embrace. That which Hermes sent us to find was there all this time. On Atheris.
It wasn't always there. We created it together.
Like a field of flowers, perhaps. At first a single blossom. It spreads and takes on more colors. Thank you for guiding me here. To find these words at journey's end fills me with joy. And so, before I fall forever silent, there is one thing I must do. No expression of regret will undo what my sisters and I have done, or restore what we have stolen. But if you would allow it, I would sing one last song. A song of the newfound joy that swells in my heart. Of the beauty of light when it shines across a dark and starless sea. Of a dream that from the soil of worlds now lost to sorrow, life will spring forth once more, nourished by gentle rains and caressed by uplifting winds. A song of hope.
Oh, she went back to blue.
One day, life will fill the universe again, and Hermes will see this and smile. How, I do not know. But I do know that where there is a will, there is a way. After all, miracles happen every day, do they not? I will create a path back to your ship, where your dear friends await. Hold in your heart your desire to return to them, then follow my lead and walk forth.
What about Xenos?
That hope will surely guide you true.
You mean to return to the world where you are hailed as a hero. Hear me then. Not as a hero, but as simply you. As I learned in Alamigo, you are a formidable foe. Stronger than any I have faced. Against you, I need bring my all to bear. I need burn through the candle of my life. This is the sole pleasure I know. And it is the sole pleasure I have to share. And so I come before you, to issue challenge and offer singular bliss. If you wish to walk away, I will not stop you. You value life. You do not burn yours save for reasons you deem worthy. Reasons such as those which brought you here. The salvation of a world and its people. The motives of a hero true. But there is more to you than that. You know this to be true. As surely as you know the thrill of pushing your body and soul to their limits. Of confronting ever mightier foes, dancing ever closer to the precipice. Wondering if this will be the one to finally fill the void. Such pleasures you seek for their own sake, and no other reason. Is this not so, adventurer?
That I can't deny. Think of what you will, but I'm not letting you leave this place. I've had enough of you. It ends here. That I can't deny.
Ha! Acceptance! At long last! The conflagration of our clash will scorch even the stars!
Defeat Xenos. Okay, one moment everybody. I'm going to take a small cut to this. 741. Alright everybody, we're good to go. I just had to double check I had the space. Let's do it. Let's fight Xenos. I'm probably going to die. I have crippling depression. I'm gonna die so many times. Xenos sows the blade's passion. Space comes to life. Bring me dynamis. Memory of your journey, exceeding your own limits. 6.
Hold nothing back! Push yourself to your limit and need to mine!
Can do. I'm just gonna run around in circles in fear because I know he's gonna kick my ass. Wait, what?
Is this truly the best Hydaelyn's chosen to master?
Okay. I'll fart. Didn't fart.
Show me your vaunted fortitude.
Got his health pretty low already. This cannot be that easy. There's no way. Come on, Z, let's keep chasing.
Soon you will know the full extent of my power.
Come on, Z, let's keep looking, boy.
Mine for the taking. Mine for the taking.
Oh, I got hit. Do that, get some extra damage resistance. Hopefully it gives me enough to fight with. Got it.
A test of your reflexes.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Hey, you know, you don't not want to fight me right now, bro. I got my song playing right now. 39%. Got out of it, boy. We're ready for that. We're ready for that. I'm on the right side already.
A test of your reflexes.
Wait, I know where he's going. Alright, I gotta hold this attack. I don't get a limit break in this, really.
Mine for the taking.
Yes. Yes.
Mine for the taking.
I'm gonna hit for that. Bring a fight. Oh god, I better just attack. I got none to lose. Winner, winner. Hey, I didn't get hit. Oh, crap. Oh, really?
Ah, my soul. How it burns.
Oh, wait, there's no way I won.
I know you too. The inferno swelling within you. Come! Let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor! I have you! Ah! Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent.
Unlimited. Find strength to stand.
Yes! Rise once more! It mustn't end yet!
And he's got a new attack I gotta be careful of. Whoa, 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 whoa! Jesus, he's gonna rock my world right now. Oh my god.
Have I overestimated your potential?
No, you just rocked me.
I have you!
Jesus Christ, Enos don't play games with you in this. Alright, I got an 80%, that's pretty good so far. Considering I don't know any of his attacks. God, he rocked a lot of people I got on that part.
Test of your reflexes!
I'm getting out way through. There we go, those are the old attacks.
Show me your vaunted fortitude!
Okay, this is the same thing he did last time. Oh no, it's worse.
A test of your reflexes! I have you!
Got most of his health. I dropped them by what, 30% so far? That's pretty good considering where we were at.
for the taking!
I used that, shouldn't have used that. That was my only way of healing. Took that thinking it was Troubadour. What do you say that's it? What do you say that's it?
A test of your reflexes!
Almost got him, almost got him, almost got him. He has to have 3, so I had to guess 3.
Show me your vaunted fortitude!
Is that it? He has to have 3.
No,
Everybody does things in
not yet.
3s.
Not until the last of me is spent!
Ah!
Now fall!
I was right, he does have 3 phases.
This is my moment! Our moment!
It's like I'm playing as Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid 4. Bring it on, Ocelot. I'm a winner. Alright, Zeniths, we done?
That I should lose again. How disappointing. Never have I understood those around me, understood their obsessions. Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities. But in these fleeting moments, there is a spark, blinding, brilliant. Gone too soon. bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure. Was this life a gift or a burden? Did you find fulfillment?
The hell is that?
Money!
Where the hell did you come from? Pog. Oh, we gotta leave Xenos behind? But he's a friend now. Bye, friend. Alizé's gonna kill us.
Can you hear? Say,
Gratia?
must tend to. Open your. Please.
Oh, that's Graha, right?
Someone, and
Please.
you can't leave us. Not like this. If you do, I'll never forgive you. So come on. Open your eyes and get up.
Yeah, that way she can kill us.
Are you with us? Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought...
Is everyone, am I really alive? Is everyone alright?
After what you've done, you're the last person to be asking that.
I knew we got crying.
How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
fine show indeed. What were you thinking, fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is the pain? That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening! There's nothing gladdening about this.
She's gonna kill us.
When Meteion appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came. And when you finally deigned to appear, you're within an ilm of your life.
Blame Xena.
Damn you! Damn you for making us worry!
Oh, those were cries of celebration! Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're all alive and in reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once. I hope you're ready.
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see. Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside.
What did I do?
We're home, my friend. We're home.
Of course, Lisa's just randomly waving. Dama, puggers.
That?
Wait a minute, am I the only one questioning how we're landing this thing?
It is.
truly.
They've done it! Welcome home. Rah! Yes!
Welcome home, everyone!
Again, nobody's concerned about how we're landing this ship, right? Nobody is? The engine just turned off. Only one slightly concerned on that fact. Oop. Was that really gonna stay there the rest of the time now?
Welcome home!
Well, that sucks. I was hoping I'd hide. Oh, it did land. That's questionable. That was nearly too perfect of a landing. That has to be much more disastrous. Or it should be sinking. Oh, the Endwalker cutscene. Well, I'm gonna actually skip this. This part I skip. It's not the fact I don't want to watch the trailer or or the credits or anything. It's just I didn't see the point in it. Actually, do I have to watch it? This part looks kind of cool. What's this about? Oh, it has all our friends. I hate the fact this ain't disappearing. Can I hide this? You son of a bitch. I accidentally hit the right enter key. Oh, look. Not Hermes, Emmett, Athalideus. We all new friends now? Oh, we walked past them. Oh, look at that! Warrior Lion, I need Zhed, Pog! That's cool. Oh, we get added to the credits? Oh, now that's a nice touch. I like that. Okay, take it back. I love this. Why are you playing with your bird?
Dearest mother, dearest father,
I hope I'm not getting in trouble with this.
this letter will be the very last that I write to you from the rising stones. As I commit these words to parchment,
oh damn it,
I fondly recall my journey as a scion. From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days. at the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives. Fought against despair itself. A veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves. Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees, crushed by the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness. By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. And thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth. And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark. Thus believing, I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Oh.
There you are, Alphino. Everyone is already gathered in the foyer.
My apologies. I'll be right there. At least, that is what the story will be.
What does that mean? I wish I could hide that. It's actually irritating me now.
Sorry to keep you all waiting.
What could you possibly have left to do now?
Oh, just a letter.
I imagine it will be a while before we can gather like this again.
So it must be, if we're to keep up appearances. From now on, it falls to the Grand Company of Eorzea and its allies to deal with the realm's crises.
Meanwhile, we shall return to our erstwhile ways. Retreating from plain sight to take our place in the shadows once more.
Indeed. For the foreseeable future, I expect that we must work independently as we seek out problems that want for solving. But a day will come when we face another great challenge, and we will face it together, as we always have.
As much as I look forward to that day, I do hope it doesn't come anytime soon.
Well, formal association or no, if any of you should require my services, you need but ask. I'll be glad to keep my lance arm honed.
I'll hold you to that. So you had better keep your link pearl on hand.
So you really mean to stay, Tataru?
Oh, someone has to keep the Rising Stones in proper order. And even a super-secret organization requires a super-secret base of operations.
Oh god, help us all.
To the rest of the world, it will be naught more than a workshop for Eorzea's foremost up-and-coming artisan. If you thought our coffers were full to bursting before, just wait till I can devote myself wholly to the crafts.
God help us all.
Plotting to build a mercantile empire to rival that of Lord Lodorito, are we?
Lorito has no way of competing.
I, for one, look forward to your future successes, Tataru. As do I our next meeting.
And with that, I believe it is past time you all made ready to depart. Leave no preparations undone or words unsaid, all right? Now, off with you.
I don't want to finish yet. I'm assuming the ending is coming very soon. Let me do another double check on something. I'm leaving myself 2 notes on this episode. Alright guys, we're good. I just want to double check that I had the space. I might just keep going. I don't really care at this point. Let's keep going for gold. Been known to chaos since Telophoroi first appeared. Towers and the problems of the Empire found ways we have evolved it all and lived to see the sun rise a new day. And now that a peace has returned, I finally resume my travels with my grandfather. Perhaps we can go to first Kagani to relax in the caves and hot springs. That might be nice. Of course, my journey will not simply be for pleasure. I will collect information on territories I travel. Perhaps I shall visit Narxia v Doma. You were but an amateur adventurer when we first met, but look at you now. You've grown into quite the fun young lass, just as I always thought you knew you would. One might even say I ought to settle down in my old age, but seeing you now has set my adventurous spirits ablaze once more. But for the first time I set out upon will be a long-waited hot springs toward my dear friend Humai. Let's talk to Oriande first. I and thou have spoken with our comrades. This is parting be not forevermore. 'Tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow. Akin to the pixie's path, the navigation of such farewells is a perilous journey indeed. For their part, however, the Loperoids embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Theros. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the Forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere that what may come to pass, there is much and more the party must learn of. The other, the process would doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a cadre of Loperoids have gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. Hydaelyn, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of the star, and 'tis of not so nature, I believe, with doth manifest this irresistible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. Acquaintance, I'd call it friendship. You are the first to truly understand them. Acquaintance. I do not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend, for it is certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. If I shall digress no further, this day should belong to the silent seventh dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Oft times hath mine reticence caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet here amongst you I still stand. No stand of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus indeed do I offer my humble support. Yet unto the deepest abyss or the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder across stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. Yeah, I can see you going across the stormy sea. I understand that following thy clash with Xenos teleportation device thou had discarded fell thee from on high. Return to thee in such a manner I did confer with Wolfson and Bluida, yet they insist the device was possessed of no such capability. It was a miracle befitting the nature of that place, where emotion become a tangible reality. Whence then arose this timely wonder, thine ardent wish, or another fervent prayer? What are the chances it was Xenos who did that at the end? Oh god, my chest. Hydaelyn, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another soup of my belongings. Went due to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in case you haven't heard, we've received new reports of the alternate devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the land surrounding the bounty where the first sky began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north in Garlemald and the frozen lands beyond. Oh, we also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations. One, which was an area in northern empty, had our quest not taken any longer. Charlie and Tomb may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The sounds are no longer needed. Which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can, of course. As individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alphino. They were among the worst affected and still need all the help they can get. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need comes face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it any easier that I'll curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem, save every last soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you, thinking back to one of those many moments of triumph and the accompanying determined expression. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. I told you she'd want to kill us. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm out there somewhere trying my very best. I look forward to hearing about the all-legendary Alizé Louvière. Think you keep up with me? Oh, that would piss her off. I'd like to hear that. Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said. The next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved, so don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. I told you she'd want to kill us. Oh, did I forget to mention anything? Ah, yes, the Hanish envoy who came to see Estinian also bore a letter from Matsya. He writes that Maven and Kuraf's little girl is doing well, and he often goes to visit her. It won't be easy growing up without her parents, but with her fellow villagers watching over here, I dare to hope that she won't want for warmth as she grows up. Go on, Heidi, don't miss the chance to say a word to each of our friends. After all you've been through together, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. It's a shame Shards are disbanding, even if only a name. I still fondly recall the day you granted me my uniform. The memory remains vivid, yet it feels like a lifetime ago. I considered returning to Adder's Nest, but since I've come this far, I decided I ought to continue my journey and venture to Garlemald instead. I can't handle Candle, the infamous wandering minstrel, but I thought I might share with Garleans the tales of your epic deeds, extend them to an olive branch of song, if you will. Exploits to you and your companions are truly an inspiration to us all. I have never felt more compelled to hone my skills that might one day be able to accomplish such heroic deeds. Augments needs to visit Laminza, and I will join him and continue my search. I know not when we'll meet again, but please, take care of yourself. I can't believe our battle extends to the ends of creation, but seeing the Scion's mission to completion was both an honor and a privilege. As for myself, I spent quite a while away from home, so I think I'll return to Laminza for now. And once I get there, my first order of business will be downing a pint or 3 of that drowning wrench. Feels a little strange now. Me Link Pearl's gone quiet. Since my unique skills no longer require needed for the safety of a star and all that, I'm going to become an adventurer like you, traveling far and wide. I imagine I'll start by heading to Maricina or the New World just to find myself a ship first. Arnvold has pressing matters according to him anyway. A pity he couldn't be here to witness this momentous occasion, though he bids me tell you congratulations. As for me, who had the Silence disband, I intend to resume my work in Rolger's Reach. I suppose Arnvold will need support in Gra and Garibonia too, though he would not admit as much. Well, he will have my help, whether he wants it or not. Alrighty, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? Oh yeah. I can't apologize for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. When he came to me and Charlie was truly torn as ever, there was only one thing on his mind, forced to make a decision. I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid you in our cause, so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and he defeated him despite your earlier exertions, but knowing the state you were found in, it could have been ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. It worked out, you did the right thing. I won't lie, I thought that was it for me. So did everyone. I'm so sorry, Hydaelyn. Time and time again, I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the Forum without my nerves getting the better of me. I always felt it fell to you and the others. I must and will do better, and I shall begin with the restoration of students of Odyssean. Through our work, Charlene will strengthen its ties with other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Ojika and others remaining members. Together we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such times, might you be able to assist us? No, not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel a lure for the task itself. I mean, I did fight Xenos one-on-one. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shall hesitate to reach out to you. Till that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Oh, I should mention that Ervold has been kindly agreed to share all the potential interests he hears from his fellow gleaners. In exchange, we will help them to restore their archives to their proper order. With the excess abandoned, all items must be restored whence they came, a task no less grueling than their removal. Even now, Ojika assists in sorting of arcane artifacts. Oh yes, not only is he a skilled administrator, he's also a certified appraiser, specializing in relics from the 5th Astral Era. Despite his qualifications, though, he seems none too keen on the work. I shall have to go relieve him as soon as possible. Oh, Hydaelyn, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as father has been tending the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I am able. No effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlian. But if Alzain offered to assist the Garlemald's recovery, you see, those uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation. We cannot well leave the capital in its present state. We rejoin those of the our contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helm the relief effort with support from our allies, the people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the temperate across the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Lucina and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because of the truth in Lord Quintus's words. The truth that wherever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. See, future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces, and though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, that we might better help them to begin anew. You best write me too. I'll visit when I can. Well, you best write. Write you letters, of course I would be glad to do so, but I would be glad as still were you to come and visit, and I believe I speak for Alice as well. For fairly as long as I have been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings none could possibly keep count? The world is changing and will continue to do so, yet no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you, in good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. Thank you, Hydaelyn, from the bottom of my heart. I've been keeping our involved abreast of the situations and letters, but unfortunately could not be here today. When it's convenient for both of us, we should pay him a visit. Salvation and Menphilia's dream for Eorzea come close to reality with every step the Silence take. Yes, the world may still be in the throes of change, but it is proving. I see it happening day by day, and I sit here praying that whatever new road you walk will bring you the wonder and joy you deserve. Should you need a rest in between your journeys, do come and join me on the terrace for old time's sake. Companion, champion, and savior. I'm beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. That sounded more music in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours and the rest of you, for that matter, on the mend I trust. Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way in healing magics or no, I'm impressed by how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Meteon defeated, her Song of Oblivion cut short, the source and all reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now, Reen has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I could ask for no greater gift than that. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Eorzea as aimless wandering. We have a purpose in our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of the Scions on the world stage. There'll never be an end to the little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out where and when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far from removed from aimless wandering when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I'm faring well and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return when our work was done? On the day of the Silence came together, I hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Hydaelyn, I have a question for you, and imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? There's never been a dull moment, that's for certain. Best decision I've ever made. I can honestly say the same. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running, and you'll likely get some funny-talking fortune teller into the bargain. Why do you call Eorzea a freaking fortune teller? In case you've not heard, the Waking Sands will be converted into a warehouse. We'll be keeping the place free of rats and cobwebs so it can still serve as an outpost should the need arise. Considering Tara's ambitions, however, I'll not be surprised she claimed the lot for her budding empire. Oh god, she's gonna have an empire. Everybody should know fear. Stenian. Is that it? If you have something to say, then out with it. Just worried how you'll earn your keep now. Just wondering how I'll earn my keep now. Wait a minute, what? I'll do the second one. What? I thought you adventurers had a number of ways to earn coin, and though the Silence mode of operation has changed, we should be compensated as before. In any case, I do not want for options, even if they are worse than others. No sooner did Emmerich hear about my disbandment that he offered me a position as guardsman in the Imperium District. As a former Zor Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Wait, he did? Some days ago, a Harnish envoy arrived with the word from Vitra. The worm requests my presence as soon as things have settled. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons like as not. In Thavnia, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Meteon. Though it was too late for those who had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Sharlayan, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vitra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Sharlayan if they wish to work and study. Vitra was always the Side-Rider in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago, I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but it's clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vitra's kin oft sought release from conflict, so wary were they of suffering at wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard's son didn't give up. In hope he made the journey to distant Aetheris with his clutch of eggs. Though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is their legacy and their triumph. In my lance I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might have never learned had I not joined you. Should you have ever needed me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. He just looks at us and goes, money? think Tataru is rubbing off on Estinian. A word has it the faulty deity born in Tarzad has survived and occasionally appears to terrorize the locals. Those who vanquish that being and present proof in Razahan will receive a handsome reward, though handsome isn't the word I would use to describe such outlandish garb. While I'm in Thavnia, perhaps I will acquire a set to send to Emmerich in lieu of an answer to his job offer. Let him stand guard thus attired and be the talk of Imperium, if not all Corthus. Wow. Damn. It's going in hard. So glad I was able to be here in this moment. Oh god. You know, I considered continuing to follow in Hori's footsteps, but I've realized it's time I found my own way in life. Otherwise, I'll never be half the man my brother is. First things first, I'm going to Gridania to visit the Conjurer's Guild and the Archer's Guild. I will do my very best to brush up on my skills before I see you again. We have accomplished our goal and put it behind us, but my time with the Scions provided memories that will last me a lifetime. What bliss to think I'm blessed chance to experience such unbridled brotherly love. Ah, but now as Okras is set off with his own dear brother, without the two of them together, I fear I might suffer withdrawal. So glad the danger is past. There was nothing I could do but pray from here, so I was relieved to the point of tears when everyone made it back safely. I imagine we'll have more free time now, so I was thinking I'd study up on healing magic, that I could make myself more useful in the future. My first stop will be the Astrologicum in Ishgard to learn about Garlean astrology. I must follow Akka's lead and continue to hone my skills. Well, let's talk to Y'shtola. Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't at present planned on a journey of any great length. Whew, now that I am averse to a moment or two of quiet reminisce. In fact, there was something I'd been meaning to ask you, something that had been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final day subsided. Yes? During our travel, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled among those memories are certain essential facts, the history of Aetheris and the ancients, glimpses of the Ea, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasure in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them formal records for wider consumption. You're gonna read a book? When I need it, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is, given shape and interpretation, we seek to capture it with our words. It is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well-intentioned the rendering. An event described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity, yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, the deviations are a result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account of my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Aye, let them be read and remembered. Nay, it's enough to hold them in your memories. No, I say let them be read and remembered. You want to have us written down. Very well, then I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Ea and the ancients and so many other wonders. But I am no scribe, it will be less polished work and more a reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of traveling to first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse is promising. It's brought an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with such impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. She's not wrong. Elise came to visit the other day. She peppered me with questions about the lasting repercussions of the final days. I took the opportunity to explain our plans to disband, and she understood our reasoning immediately. Once a scion, always a scion, it would seem. She was eager to relive old times and remember old friends. Bittersweet memories, mayhap, but from the look on her face, the joys outweighed the sorrows. That's good. Summer of the day we spotted together, even though it was yesterday. Think that we have, how far we've come since then. Even now, I've not abandoned my dream of besting you in single combat, of a friendly nature, of course. Though I clearly do not hold a candle to the warrior light at present. I shall continue to train diligently, that one day you may consider me an equal. Far too much blood has been split, and... Wait, say spilt? and far too many lives lost. Still, I'm glad I was able to do something to repay those who showed me a path to the future. Not that our jobs is over, of course, far from it. There is much that remains to be done before true and lasting peace can be achieved. To that end, Ori and I mean to set out to Corvos. We expect that the tensions between the Garleans and Corvosi will only flare more with the Empire's fall. Well, you end with Graha. Oh, Hydaelyn, might you have a moment to talk? Oh, God. With the Scion stepping away from the public eye, I've left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And at Springle-Cry, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Aldysian. Not only am I indebted to the Master Galof for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would never have set foot within the Crystal Tower. How differently my life might have been. I would have never met you, never become a caretaker of the tower, never became a Scion. You gave me a chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. If I had to benefit from new mysteries ought to find a way to our doorsteps, mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark upon a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. Do you recall the realm of the Omicron when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? Well, it is true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams. In the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. And it need be some grand endeavor. There need to be a promise. Whenever an adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Without a second thought, as long as you don't overexert yourself. Without a second thought. Ha, hold you to that. As much as we've already seen, there is still so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omicron somewhere out there. After all, given how they look to the stars, it's implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler waiting commands that will never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find a new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not Omicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send a word, and should a commission of interest come my way, you'll be the first to know. By the way, have you spoken with Faerul of late? Some days ago that they appeared to me in dream, of the sleeping persuasion, that is. I was one of the first, they bade me tell you. When I asked why did they not tell you themselves, they unleashed giant ravenous beavers upon me. Have you perchance done something to incur their ire? Oh god, they really ate me. Well, I kind of ignore Faerul, so she's kind of pissy about it. Spoken your fill, have you? So if I'm so thinking to send everyone off. Leave the rising stones? Yes, it's your permission then. Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next we meet, be well. Oh, you get Argos? Venat? Oh, you get the Footfalls ones? Hell yeah, brother. I wish my cat would learn to quit clawing my door at some point. I've ignored her for a while, and she still comes back to do it again.
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania. There is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind. But we do intend to stop in Garlean before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loperids. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Radzat Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge her plans.
Quite right.
Indeed.
Fair point.
Can I just stay quiet?
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Meteon. Finn. Yet stand tall, my friend, our journey will never end. That's Elpis. It goes on in Elpis.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal.
Is that a Ridibus?
And yet, something stirs.
That is a Ridibus. What the hell?
Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night. The beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as she foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium. Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
He looks kind of cool. For a second there, I thought they were going to give him bunny ears. That'd have been hilarious. Oh wait, no, they would have been human. They couldn't have that intricacies. You complete the main scenario quest Endwalker. Quests to unlock new content have become available in Old Garlean. Additionally, you may now enter the dead ends with a party of NPCs. Cool. Alright, so with that, I immediately go to profile. Endwalker. Oh, that was cool. Oh my god. Alright guys, I think this episode has gone on well long enough, so what I'm going to be doing is heading in here to the Rising Stones, to give pretty much a last second thing. We're going to talk to Tatara and see what she's got to add. Hey, back. Did you forget something? I just wanted to see how it's faring. You say, "Oh, that's so sweet. Rest assured, everything is fine right now. I'm working on a new product that's bound to fly off the shelves." It can get a bit lonely here, but like you, some familiar faces can drop by in anticipation of such events and make a point of keeping the place nice and clean. Well, since Tatara is the only one here, I guess I kind of just do this. Alright, guys. So, unfortunately, everything has to come to a close at some point. I'm probably going to be cutting this episode into 2 parts. What we're going to be doing is this and this exactly. So what I'm going to do is the event before we fight... who is it? Xenos. I'm going to make a separate episode of that singular trial because I feel like that needs to be its own little thing. And then you guys will see this at the following day as I reminisce about this. So that's going to be that day. The day after will be the final mission that leads up to this point. As we sat there and see, a little bit is sitting in Elpis awaiting us. So I have to head back there and say hello to an old friend. I also have to head to Ultima Thule and learn how to fly. That's going to be fun, so I have to head back there as well. But more importantly, usually what I always do at the end of these episodes is I go through a little bit of a reminisce about certain things of the game and discuss what my ultimate thoughts are on the game. So what I'm going to do is I can't do that today. I don't have enough time. It could take me half an hour to an hour to get all my thoughts together at one point, and I feel like the best bet I have is doing this tomorrow. Meaning, I should have some time in the evening to do a very long, prolonged episode to discuss my thoughts on different parts of the game that I personally enjoyed. Now, these parts are going to be kind of jumbled up because my brain works that way, and it's the fact that I'm probably going to be remembering things, because that's the one thing I did enjoy about getting some New Game Pluses in, was Realm Reborn was kind of like from here to about here. My brain forgot most of it, but here I remembered the end part. From this to this, I'd already played through part 3 to 4, and then went through Stormblood and Shadowbringers up to here. Then when I went back and played again, I started from here, got to about through to here almost, to Voltree's part, fighting up near Mulgolg. And then I ended up quitting, and then I played it back through to here. So I didn't play this again originally, but then when I went through and recorded it for you guys, I had all my minds, I was able to think, different pressing points. Some of the parts might have got jumbled together, but for the most part I pretty much understood what I was talking about. Heaven's Word I had already played through again, and then I did another run through, so I pretty much knew this part to a good extent. Stormblood I had recently gone through again, so again this has been, I went through it almost 3 times, so my brain was pretty good on the story for this big, getting my opinions out. Shadowbringers I had done part 1 3 times at that point. Part 2 I had done it 1.5, so after finishing it 2. Part 3 I had already done once, and then I redid it, so my brain was pretty good on that. The dungeon fights were probably the least my brain was good at, because I'd only gone through it once, and by the time I went back through all of this, and then went to do the dungeons again, I completely forgot them. I only remembered a couple bits and pieces from some of them. And as far as part 4 is, I went in there blind and played it. So it was pretty much, you guys got a hands-on idea from what I was thinking of. As of right now, as of creating this or ending this story, I will at least tell you guys of this. I thoroughly enjoyed playing Endwalker. This game had me at the edge of my seat in different situations with things are going on. For the most part, I enjoyed from beginning to end. This damn thing blew my mind, and now I have a chance to go do the new raids, or at least Pandemonium, which I thought it was. I don't know which one it is. It's either the raid or it's an alliance. It's probably the raid. It has to be the raid.
because I usually don't do these two until a little bit after. And if I remember correctly, from at the ending of after beating Heaven's Ward, I forget which part it was in. I remember seeing like Alexandria coming out of the water and doing its thing. So the thing that comes next is Pandemonium's Raid. I will be looking forward to playing that. I probably will record it because it's going to be fresh and I want to play it. At the same time, as I said before, at some point, one time or another, I'm probably going to go back through, do Alexander, do Omega, do Eden. We've already done Crystal Towers to Shadow from the Hawk. Return to Ivalice. I probably won't do the near one because this one doesn't. I wasn't a fan of this, and I don't want to play it again. The dungeons themselves were excellent. I loved the uniqueness of them. I enjoyed every amount of them. I just hated the story for it. It was so boring. Warring Triad was pretty fun. Four Lords was pretty fun. Sarvelet, pretty fun. But for the most part, I really am looking forward to playing this new raid. I really want to see what it's like going in blind and kind of just playing it. But in all honesty, reaching the end of the story, I am more than happy that I had a chance to play this game. I am more than happy with everything that occurred in this game. I love the fact that all of this exists. This is goddamn amazing. I love all my abilities. This one I will learn to use more and more. Again, I thoroughly enjoy it. As I said, this game is so good. It gave me everything I wanted. I wanted to see Emmett more. I wanted to see him actually help us. I wanted to see him freaking remember us. And I got all of it. Every one of our friends, every one of them had meaning to the story. Every one of them did everything that was cool. I was surprised at how fast things went, but at the same time, I'm fine with how fast they went because they had to go a little bit fast at the beginning with like some of the Charlian stuff. They had no choice but to do it because you had to get the story told, and it took forever. And I love this game. And I know I separate Endwalker and Shadowbringers into two separate parts. And I'm going to look and see how many episodes of Shadowbringers I have versus Endwalker and see where they kind of meet heads at and see how it goes. Wait a minute, I think I never added Endwalker into the playlist for FF. I'll have to remember to do that on the YouTube channel. I actually might have forgotten. It's probably on the complete section, but I may have never updated the actual thing to show Endwalker be its separate own entity. But as I said, I mean, this has been a very enjoyable game. I love it. And I probably will be doing my lasting thoughts. I'll probably make a separate episode on it, discussing things. In the hopes that by the time I actually release this entire series, hopefully by the glory be to the Almighty Lord God, that somehow, some way, they get New Game Plus out soon. That's the one thing I've been hoping would come out already. But I understand they can't yet. Because as I said before, I have to go back to New Game Plus, and it's going to be part 2 because I know it's going to get split in half by levels. So this will be the first one, second one. So the second half, part 2, I have to go back and actually play because I have to re-record the crap for all the important stuff at the goddamn end of the freaking Elpis thing, because I got unlucky and freaking OBS ran out of footage off my SSD and I got pissy about it. I was very angry. I freaking played that and I was freaking dumbfounded. I was silent. I couldn't say a word. My brain had shut off because it couldn't fully comprehend what it had goddamn seen. It was that damn amazing. By the end of the freaking thing, this was me. I could not do a damn thing about it. You want to see what my character looked like? This was my character by the end of it. I was like this. That was my brain. I was dead. I couldn't do a damn thing. That's how my brain felt in that situation. It sucked. But you know why? Because it was that freaking good. It was amazing. And I loved it. I loved every inch. I loved every second of it. It was amazing. And I'm going to, when I get into the goddamn freaking review tomorrow, I'm not going to shut up for probably like 10 minutes on this damn thing. my entire review, and I know my reviews because I know how my brain works. This will be my review. Labyrinthos, cool. This place, cool. This place, cool. Cool. A freaking perfection. Perfection. Good. Perfection still again. I will go back and probably talk about this for a while. And I probably will get things mixed up together. The worst comes to worst, I go back through YouTube, I look at the videos I post, and when I look at the videos I post, I just go, okay, that's the title of this video. I pretty much have an idea of what this episode's about, and I know what's inside of it. Story-wise, I can also go back if I'm really desperate and look back at the old cutscenes by going into the one of the ends. But I mean, I pushed this episode on long enough. I said I'm gonna do my review tomorrow. But I just, it is so sad to know the story came to an end, dude. But it gives me hope. Because you know why? There's so much that they have to work with in the world that they have created for this game. So much to work with. They have so many possibilities to work with. And even though it won't be as epic, the tale will not be as grandiose as the art as I would dare say the Hydaelyn Zodiark arc. I think in the end it's still going to be something amazing. And I trust this company with the writers, the developer portion for the games, the software engineers, everything. And more importantly, I trust Yoshi P, because the delay sucked. But I can say this with a lot of happiness. I played through this entire game, and even at the beginning, with no issues. I had one issue, and one issue only. One Reaper mission, I crashed, and I had to relog in, and I had to go through the queue again. Beyond that, stability was perfect. I never had any issues. I got to play through most of the game, and I didn't have to sit there and wait for people because all the missions except for two of them, actually wait a minute, two of them were unable to do the trust system. I think it was the Darkened Side, which is Zodiark, and the Final Day. Those were the two we couldn't do. Otherwise, all these other dungeons permitted you to play with the AI, and they did a fantastic job with the AI, and I enjoyed it because to me, playing with random players is something that was always fun, but the fact that you can play with the AI and have that story even feel even better is something I enjoy thoroughly. They knew how to work with the game mechanics, even though I got two of them killed during the Hydaelyn mission. Other than that, it was a time of my life, dude. I enjoyed every moment of this game. It's been a fun ride. So with that, all I have to say is this. I apologize for the long episode if people didn't want to see it, but I wanted to get everything out. Tomorrow, as I said, I'm going to be doing the review for it on my end to the best of my abilities. I'm probably going to try to keep my memory as good as I can. I'll probably mix things up, splice it together, probably forget some stuff. But nonetheless, I am, and I'm not going to leave a review yet. I'm not going to say what I rate the game, or at least this expansion. But I can say without a doubt, I thoroughly enjoyed this expansion. So you can take a guess of how I feel. You can take a guess about what I have to feel by just looking at that ether crunch. Go back in time a little bit and look at what I said. I love this. Take that where you want it. It's going to be a pretty good damn rating in my opinion. But truly, to be honest, I pretty much am going to say it. This will be the ending, and I'm not putting the original outro into this that I've been using for so long. So I can say this with pride. I can say this out of happiness. I can say this with the joy in my heart. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. We come back, everybody. The review will be tomorrow, and then I start the raids for Pandemonium. I'll be sure to see you guys then. Thanks.